Hey guys, Ryan DeWitt here from DeWitt Physical Therapy and CrossFit Up. I got Marcus Rain, DPT and coach, helping us out here today. So we're going to talk about our next series, which is going to be assess, correct, and prepare for front rack. This front rack position and why people have a hard time getting into it. A lot of people do, and there's a lot of different things to talk about. So I'm just going to kind of go down a quick little checklist, and then we're going to start with the wrist. We'll then kind of talk about the shoulder position and some of the things that lead into it. But let's kind of go over this like kind of piece by piece. Right now in standing, Marcus actually looks pretty good here. Nice relaxed grip. Hands are slightly outside of his elbows. His elbows are nice and high, horizontal here. His upper back is kind of tight and he looks good. However, if Marcus had wrist problems, this might be really tricky to get into. If he had elbow problems, maybe that's too much to get into. If he had some shoulder issues or restrictions or maybe some tightness in some of the tissues, it might be really hard for him to express this flexion, external rotation in this position, which are all going to be really hard to hold that bar. Let's also take the idea that there's some people with that upper back kyphosis, that kind of postural syndrome, upper cross syndrome, whatever, there's so many different things we can call it. But if he's got that and he's really rounded up here, how difficult is that going to be for him to be here and trying to keep his elbows up when really what we need is that upper back extension. So there's a bunch of links in this chain that we don't always know which one it is. Sometimes we're just like, oh, why doesn't that position look all that great? I'm going to test Marcus here. This will be kind of like the quick little brief intro, and then I'll show you guys what we're really going to do. But Marcus, go ahead and give me a squat for me, please. And Marcus has a pretty darn good squat there. He's able to keep that, well, it's a little bit forward of his toes. He's totally cold. This isn't totally fair. But you're able to keep that up, right? You keep those elbows up relatively high. So he's doing pretty well. He's struggling. He's turning red. Go ahead and stand back up for me. And again, I didn't tell him that we were going to do that. So that's not totally fair. But so many times people get in this position, they're like, I got it. And then they go to squat and, oh, the whole system kind of gets pulled down. So we'll talk about why that is and what we can do about it.